Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here. Today, I'm finally bringing you guys the very much anticipated King Bradley 140 reveal video. I'm super excited to be putting this together. I'm really excited that I got the opportunity to build this character. I'm also really excited that I did have the extra UR antlers to 140 Queen Macherie and Oberon here, so I can really bring you guys like a pretty solid build for this character. Before I go into it, I do want to make a note on builds because I've been seeing more PvP videos that are kind of showcasing different builds for characters. I'm sure most of you guys already know this, but in my opinion, there's really no such thing as like a concrete build in the game. So like, for example, when I make a build video for you guys, or like a PvP showcase, right? Like I take that team, I copy and paste the formation, and I put it over in my templates. So if I ever pull that back out, right, the team is still super solid. That build is still super solid. But as soon as the map changes, things need to be changed on that team. It's like there's no build that you can make that's always going to work perfectly. It's just never going to work like that. You know, like on paper, you can have these super cool builds where you have all these things that you want, but then when you get into the nitty gritty of it, it's like, oh, well, you know what? Like Bradley here is faster than Oberon, but I need him to be slower for this to work like this. And then I need Oberon over here to do this. So then you need to change your TMRs. You got to change sometimes your accessories, your armors to really bring out the true potential of the team itself, right? Which is like the true art of team building in War of the Visions. So I just wanted to remind you guys that like a real build is only situated to the map itself, right? And just keep that in mind. And if you keep that in mind, you'll definitely be able to make really strong teams here in the future. All right, that being said, let's get into the freaking reveal video for today. I'm going to start out with King Bradley himself, level 140. He has 0 reincarnations. I'm not sure right now if I'm going to be reincarnating him at all. I'm super stoked for Wing Stern, as most of you guys already know. And I'm just not sure how exactly I want to divvy up my UR scrolls of vicissitude because they're so rare. But for now, this video is going to be 0 reincarnations on Bradley, 0 reincarnations on Macherie, and 0 reincarnations on Oberon, albeit they are all transcended to 140. All right, so getting into it, King Bradley here sitting at 9.5 HP, 109 agility, 400 dexterity, 380 luck, 1622 attack, 15 defense, 4 spirit. Back end resistances are 25 slash, 10 pierce, 40 missile, 25 magic, and -10 to strike. His elemental resistances are great across the board. He's only neutral on wind, which is pretty dang good. Not gonna lie, this is a really good set of resistances right here. Going into the actual way that I'm running him, I do have Blink of an Eye off. This is his AoE buff. On this map, I haven't really found a use for it. Although this does have this reaction block ability, kind of like Sephiroth's Scintilla. I'm sure it will have its use later on, but for now, I'm just going for Poise. I'm going for Momentum, which is his TMR buff. I have Momentum here, which is his TMR buff, which gives him reaction block rate 50 for 3 turns and bestows haste for 3 turns. Absolutely fantastic TMR. I'm running him HP and attack stones. I actually think that agility stones would be better. I'm trying out attack stones right here. All my agility stones, even though I have like 5 physical sets of them, are taken on different teams right now. But to be honest, the attack stones are working pretty good. He hits really hard. I want him to be hitting really hard, and he's already fast enough, sitting at 109 agility. Going into his sub job, I am running him operative. Of course, subterfuge is off. Everything else is on. This is a fantastic buff right here, especially for King Bradley himself. It bestows a barrier on self that reduces damage 3 times and raises his own agility until damage is taken, and gives him basically a small bells for 3 turns, right? So one problem with Bradley is his AP, you know? So this really counteracts that. And I think that sometimes actually turning off Poise in his main buff in exchange for this buff might actually be better, especially if you're going up against a lot of Sephiroths. There's so many characters right now that can remove his courage that like having just the barrier itself with the AP restore might be better. Right now I'm actually going to be running all 3 buffs. Every single battle I'm going to get off Most of the time I'm going to get off 2, sometimes I'm going to get off 3, very rare cases I'm going to get off 1. All right, so this is Bradley's build right here. Super excited to show him to you guys. Going into Queen Macherie, she is transcended to 140. She's sitting at 8k HP, 110 agility, 400 dexterity, 375 luck, about 1400 magic, 19 defense, 9 spirit. Back end resistance is pretty decent, 32 slash, -10 to pierce, neutral on strike, 32 missile, 40% magic resist, and her elemental resistance is 5 across the board except for the -5 on wind, so not bad at all. I am running her Pissarro's Battleware with the HP up and agility stones along with 12 fully maxed passives. So this is going to get her haste up and hate down right off the bat along with her re-raise. I do have her AoE buff with the protect off. So I'm kind of running like a blitz team here where almost every single character I'm running, none of them are running AoE buffs at all. All of them are running single target buffs. So they're just moving out right off the bat, and it's working out pretty well so far. Lastly, here we have Oberon Heindler himself, transcended to 140. He's got 10.5 HP, 108 agility, 400 dexterity, 375 luck, almost 1400 attack, 30 defense, 4 spirit. Back end resistance is 18 slash, 5 pierce, 7 strike, 45 missile resist, and neutral on magic. His elemental resistances are pretty good across the board. He does have that -15% to wind, which is going to hurt him when you go against other wind teams. But let's be real, you don't really want to be going against wind teams with an Earth team anyway, so it's okay. I am running him the +6 Holy Lance right here, which is, I think, for him, in my opinion, better than his own weapon. Which is pretty good. I'm also running him the Savage King's Helm. It's only 4-star. I haven't finished the quest yet, but it's still pretty good. 500 HP, 20 defense, and 8 slash attack resistance. There's so many slash attack resist characters right now that it just works pretty good. Last but not least, I have the Swiftwind Mantle with HP up and agility stones, along with 12 maxed passives as well. So for Oberon, I'm just focused on getting off the defense spirit buff and then his barrier every single time, which makes him very tanky. He does have guaranteed hit. Overall, a very, very fun team. So that being said, let's frickin' get into it. So, all right, so here is actually a sub leader in my guild. This is Zelintha. He has the Conqueror title. Very, very strong character. He helped me a lot when I was going for Conqueror myself. So I am going to give him a shout out and fight him right off the bat. This looks like a really fun team. I wish I could have pulled Roy. He does have the Zombie Raidu TMR for the re-raise on Roy and Hyo. I'm running a similar team right now in Guild War where I'm running Setia over Roy, since I didn't get to pull for Roy. And to be honest, it is a very, very fun team. I'm having a lot of fun with it because I think that kind of Hyo needs a different kind of fire composition other than evasion. Like, he does work with Yuffie, he does work with Pissarro, but I really think that Setia and Roy are going to complement him a lot better, and even more so Kefka in the future when he comes out. All right, so as you can see, Macherie's going to run over. She's going to be casting her re-raise. Bradley's going to get his courage right off the bat, and here comes Oberon with the Swiftwind defense. All right, so Hyo's going to move over. He's going to use Beast Roar. Mont is going to use Boon of the Lion. Okay, so he's going to get some AoE resistance here. Macherie's going to get the re-raise. Okay, so Roy's all the way over in the corner right there. So he's probably not going to reach us for a while. All right, Bradley's going to get that haste right here. Oberon running forward. He's going to get the barrier. Monte's going to get a hit right here. I hope that it does not proc one of his status effects. That would be a pain. Wow, okay, so sweet. We're going to get disabled right off the bat. That's fantastic. Awesome opening, Bradley. There you go. Come on, Wrath. All right, so Macherie going to hold up. Bradley's just going to run forward. He's just going to be staring at Mont with angry eyes, doing his thing. Here comes Hyo, going to go for the limit break right here. Super cool limit break. Have loved Hyo ever since he released. Loved him in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. All right, so Bradley is already on his courage. He gets the CT up. He does nothing. Okay, so there goes Macherie. She's going to down Hyo. Mont is going to get the heal. He is going to take down Bradley right off the bat. Okay, so pretty fun start for a Bradley showcase right here. All right, so Macherie is going to go after Mont right here. Looks like Roy is still a little bit behind. Oberon is going to take down Mont, and it looks like he's going to run forward over to Roy right here. He's going to go for the Thunder Smite. And Macherie from the side is going to get off that hit. It looks like Roy is going to get the re-raise right here. I don't know, Zalintha. Are you going to be able to take this? Okay, so Roy is going to go after Macherie. She is going to proc the re-raise. She's going to get the CT up, and she is going to take him down. All right, so we're going to take out that first battle right off the bat. So there is one aspect of fire taken down. I know that that's a strong team. Zalintha is a very strong player. All the trust stones are fully built. Great build, my friend. Really bummed that Bradley didn't really get to do much, but as you can see, the team is very, very, very strong. All right, so let's see what else we got here. I do want to try okay, so I'm going to try a lightning team. Obviously, it's always fun when I do a showcase and you go against the weak element. This has the 140 Alphonse, so I'm going to go for that. We're going to do this battle second of the night. It's always just fun doing this in these showcases just to fight one of these teams. Although I did fight a team earlier with Skahal, and his damage, surprisingly, is pretty powerful even against Earth teams. Like, he is such an insane mage, I'm not gonna lie. Skahal is just so good. He out-hits every other mage in the game by, like, considerable measure, I would say, which is pretty insane. Okay, so here comes Alphonse right here. He's going to get off his buff. He's a really cool character. I loved Full Metal Alchemist. It's such a good story. I wish I could have pulled for him, but I really got to be picky right now with what I'm pulling for. So it is what it is. Okay, so there goes Macherie. She's going to do the Stonera. We're going to get momentum off on Bradley right here, and Oberon is going to get his barrier. All right, so here comes Alphonse. He's going to be running up right here. Okay, so here comes Resnick. She's going to go for Dream Inducer. Okay, it did not proc Sleep. Okay, so Resnick's down right off the bat. We'll see what Lightning does right here. She's going to go for Army of One. Super cool limit break. Okay, so she's going for Bradley. She did not manage to take him out. He CT ups. Macherie going for the cast. And Bradley's on Courage. Ooh, almost takes down Alphonse, doesn't quite get it. Macherie going for Lightning, she is going to go down, and that CT up is going to pay off for Bradley. He takes down Alphonse. All right, perfect. So that's 2 down right there. Looking pretty good. Super excited right now. Been so excited to get this. When I had to go for the pity on Bradley, I was like, dang, so bummed that I had to wait a few extra days to bring the showcase to you guys, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so let's see here. I'm looking for maybe a dark team. Okay, so perfect. This is a dark team. So this is going to be Dark Fina, Sephiroth, and Little Leela, even with the re-raise TMR. So it's going to be pretty good. Double Alexandrite rings. You know this is a strong player. Even myself, I only have 1 Alexandrite ring, which I'm looking to build another one as soon as I can. Although I do want to point out that Ed's pocket watch, you can build an AIM version of it, and it has 24 accuracy on it. So if you don't have the Alexandrite ring, you can build one of those right now, and it's a pretty dang decent substitute for Alexandrite ring if you do not have it. Okay, also I do want to make a note, when I did my Bradley pulls video, I did say that I was pissed that there were no Bradley shards in the weekly logins, and someone pointed out that those 40 shards from the login were actually in Bradley's challenge board. So I am going to apologize to Gumi for that, since I hated on them a little bit. So I appreciate that they were still there. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Okay, so here comes Little Leela. She's going for her limit break. It's probably going to proc the blind. It does proc the blind with the slash attack resist down. Here comes Fina. Oberon's going to get the barrier. Fina's going to go for her cast right here. Here comes Queen Macherie. She has the haste. I really like this haste on her. It works really well, especially with the hate down. Okay, so Sephiroth is gone. He's right off the bat. He's not even here anymore. Re-raise removed. Dark Fina is down. Oberon's running over here. He's blind. He can't figure out where to go, but she can't take him down. He's just going to miss. Okay, so Queen Macherie is going to get the heal right here. As you can see, this is like really my kind of team. It has healing. It has like very bruisery, tanky characters. We have Courage, we have Pierce mixed with Slash, and we have magic damage. We have 3 different attack types, which I really like. Very, very strong. Okay, so ooh, Bradley getting 2 hits right off the bat. Leela did not get the re-raise, so I think if you're not getting the re-raise, better to use a different TMR on her. but it is what it is. So I think that that is, what, 3 battles down? 3 down? So we're looking pretty good so far. I do have Bradley with the Alexandrite ring on right now, so I do want to test him out against like a fire evasion. Okay, perfect. Okay, so here is Cypher. He is running Pissarro, Yuffie, and Mont. Everyone is 140. That should be. We're going into this. So we have fought right now, like basically Fire has like 2 different team variations, I think. So we have Fire Evade, which is obviously Mega Mont. He's going to be in both variations. He's maybe the best tank in the game right now. Mont is extremely viable and good as a tank. So then you run him with either Yuffie and Pissarro, or you can run him with either Hyo and Setia or Hyo and Roy, like that first composition that we fought. So this is the second composition of Fire. And, you know, Fire was, you know, down in the dumps for a long time, and I love Fire as an element. I really do. I'm right there with Mysidia. I think that Fire is such a sick element. Plus, let's be real, the Final Fantasy 16 lead, Clive, is definitely going to be Fire. If they don't make him Fire, that's ridiculous. So we'll see how it goes. There goes Macherie getting the freaking disable on Yuffie right off the bat. That's why I leave that on the arithmetician sub job right there. It comes in handy. Okay, so Oberon is gonna miss. He does have Thunder Smite, but he has to be pretty close to get that off. Okay, so Yuffie is disabled right there. Here comes Bradley. He takes down Yuffie right off the bat. No problems whatsoever. Here comes Queen Macherie going for her limit break. Okay, so it looks like she's going for Mont right here. Okay, so Mont looking tanky, but she does get the Imperil. Here comes Oberon with the limit break. Such a sick one, let's be real. Okay, not bad, even with the Imperil. I mean, look at that tanking. He is just so good. Okay, so he goes for the spinning slash. Would have been better if he used his limit break. He could have got the double berserk right there. Okay, so here comes Pissarro. He's going to go after them. Macherie is going to get the re-raise right here with the CT up. Kind of my like gripe with Dark Fina is that she doesn't have that CT up on her re-raise, but I think that she does get it with her 140 or with her master ability too, which, let's be real, she really does need it. Oh, Pissarro coming back right now. Okay, so here comes Bradley. He's going to put Pissarro on courage right here. He's going to double up, and he is going to take him down. All right, so we have taken down both aspects of Fire right now. We've taken down a Sephiroth team. We've taken down a Lightning team. We've basically taken down a lot of the major strong teams that are fighting right now in Arena and in Guild Wars. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited right here. So I think we're 4-0. Let me see. Yeah, we're 4-0. So I'm looking for something a little bit different. Let's check this out. Okay, all right. So here is a strike meta team. I would say that it's not quite the full meta team. You could be using Ural, maybe, instead of Snow. I think that maybe even Snow is better. Or you could be using Edward, the full metal character, instead of Snow. That would be 3 140s. But Snow is still a fantastic character. So I'm just going to say, why not? Let's give it a go. I haven't really fought that many full strike teams. Like, I feel like job VCs are just now kind of coming into fruition where you can actually make these job-centered teams. It has been a very slow process, and it's definitely not there for all of the different weapon classes. But I'm actually really curious to see how this goes. Okay, so here we have Snow. We have Peren. She's running over, and we have Alphonse. So we are going to have a slight advantage because Alphonse is lightning here. I imagine this team would be pretty tough to beat with a lot of slash teams because Alphonse is so resistant to slash damage. It is tricky, so I'm curious to see how this battle plays out. Okay, so Peren is going to use the Midsummer Refreshment. That is Summer Cutiphase TMR. It is going to give her the shell, which will help against Macherie, but not so much against the rest of the characters. There is Bradley's limit break. Thankfully, we got to see it. Okay, so here comes Alphonse right here. Oberon is going to get off his barrier. Okay, so everything is super set up. Bradley doesn't have his haste buff up, but I think it's going to work out okay. Okay, so he's going to go after them. He's actually out of AP now. Here comes Macherie. She's going for her limit break. Looks like she's going after Alphonse. Hopefully she can take him down right now. Okay, so she is going to take down Alphonse. Perrin is going to get that 50% heal. She's going to go back up. Oberon is going to take down Snow. Bradley is going to cast haste. He's going to run forward. Perrin is going to get one kick right here. Bradley's on courage. Macherie is going to re-raise. Just look at the survivability of this team right here. Double CT ups, and it's freaking, I mean, what can they even do right now? Oberon coming in, finishing strong with the limit break. Let's fucking go. And it is over. That's a 5-0, ladies and gentlemen. That's 5-0. He is absolutely crushing. I'm not going to lie. That was a very, very strong showcase for a character. We all knew King Bradley was going to just show up and just wreck it. I mean, let's be real. It's freaking Wrath. So I'm super excited to bring you guys this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. I've been talking to my friend Zane. He leads the guild IBC, and he's an Earth main. And actually, I did some battles with him the other day and was fighting his water team, which is the strongest freaking water team I've ever fought. It's so strong, it's like ridiculous. And he's having a lot of fun with Bradley too, and he's been having a lot of success with Noctis. So I'm going to be doing a couple more videos for Bradley for you guys. So like, let's say if you guys don't have Queen Macherie, or if you don't have Oberon, whatever, I have like, let me see my Earth characters here. So I'm going to go into Earth. So I have Bradley, Queen Macherie, Oberon, I have Zizan, I have Moraga, and I have Noctis and Ketone, right? So I'm going to be bringing in Noctis for sure. I might bring in Moraga. I'm going to just be playing around with these comps in the meantime, trying to find something that you guys can kind of build off of and make your own teams and get out there and have some fun in War of the Visions PvP. It is a blast for me to be fighting. And I just want to, you know, put out a special thank you to you guys. Everyone who comments on the videos, you know, I love having these conversations with you guys. I honestly learned so much from you guys that it makes it so much more possible for me to make these videos. So I really appreciate you guys. Special shout out to my guild, FARSIGHT. You guys are freaking awesome. And that being said, yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking these videos. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel and supported me so far, doing what I love to do. I really, really, really appreciate you guys so very much. So that being said, here is the 140 King Bradley reveal video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Take care, and peace.